Hey, I'm back. So, first off, I just want to make this really clear that as of right now that I'm recording, it is November 29th that I'm recording this. And so within less than the next half hour, it'll be the 30th. So I feel like I should just let you all know that November 29th will be the exact date of my 10th anniversary of the day when I first became a YouTube member. As in when I signed up and opened up my very first YouTube channel before, of course, I got hacked in over a year ago. So yeah, just want you to know that today was supposed to be my 10th anniversary of being like a member on this website. Although I have discovered YouTube back, I say around 2007, so I've been around with YouTube for like 12 years. Before the next couple years, I became a member. But anyways, not to brag on about that in particular. I just want to make this feel really brief. And, originally I wanted to upload my movie review as of like on this date because I thought maybe I was destined to upload my first episode of my movie review on my 10th anniversary, since I feel like it would be a nice tribute for myself. But I'm going to explain to you why that did not become the case. And I'm going to be a little calm about it because I've been through enough stress than it should be. And you might understand why I put up with all this crap for the last 3 months now. As you should know, I've been in college for a while, so right now it's like my third year, or I don't know what you say. My 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right now like my 5th semester in total. So I'm only taking one course, which is music and movie, TV, and field gaming. Since I might mention that at one point in one of my previous vlogs, so anyways, I've been busy with a lot of things, not just with sometimes I had to deal with my homework, but I also had to deal with a couple of birthday parties in the last couple of months. And of course, if you're wondering how long the movie review took, so I'm just gonna let you know that I'm gonna skip all the tedious details because I've been through enough already. So the thing is, to keep things kind of brief, since I don't want to have to wait for hours and or God knows how long to upload my video whenever I make a very long, tedious vlog every time I do this. The thing is, I did keep the promise of working on my movie review, and I did so during September. So I've been recording in my studio from September 17th till the 27th. So it literally took me a total of 10 days to record myself in the basement without having to like take a shower except for wearing the same shirt throughout those 10 days. Although I may have cleaned up my hair and softened up a little bit so it doesn't look all messy like my hair right now, since, bad hair and all, but whatever. So either way, the thing is, I took 10 days of recording, and then after that, I decided that since I already have my Sony Fix Pro all set up on my old laptop, I was gonna like do all the editing, and it did work for a while. So I think it took me like about a month of editing, or sorry, maybe like 2 weeks, I think, as my estimation. But unfortunately, I have encountered numerous glitches and other technical difficulties along the ways. So I can't tell you how many times I've been visiting the Geek Squads at my local Best Buy store for the last few months now, and it's been really insane. And I keep getting answers with other different answers from different employees there. So either way, I've been trying to figure out what are the best solutions in my case. But the thing is, while doing so, some of them worked, some of them didn't. But I think we'll start with the first issue. I found out that one of the issues that I've been dealing with is that the internet would end up disconnecting. So I found out that when my grandma had to call Comcast the last few months ago, she had to figure out that maybe perhaps one of the Wi-Fi, I don't know what you call those, one of those Wi-Fi devices that we have for Xfinity, which is supposed to be like some sort of a backup system where it's supposed to fix up our Wi-Fi for both our TV and for our computers or phones or whatever. So she called Comcast one day and she figured out the issue when she was following the operator's instructions, and we found out that we were using the wrong Wi-Fi network. So we found the correct one. That finally worked. And then we encountered another problem, and we found out that my next problem is, well, it's a fact that I didn't realize this, but it turns out that I needed to have some sort of external hard drive, which is why I have so many issues, because even after all the facts that I've been like updating all my new pictures and videos, for some odd reason at one point I wasn't like able to like upload anything anymore after trying to import them from my phone onto my laptop. So there was an importing issue. So we took it in and we found out that the reason why it's glitching out is because I did not have enough space on my laptop anymore. I literally have like hundreds upon hundreds of pictures of videos to the point where they need to be either deleted or taken off and put onto my external hard drive. So we took those options, and also there were some files that were missing that then got able to be imported onto my laptop. So despite the fact that I have I'm sorry, I can't keep on track with the numbers, but I remember I have maybe I say about maybe 470 something plus videos. I'm not sure, I couldn't remember the numbers. But I know that there were said to be around maybe 167 some videos or so that were able to be imported. But however, 308 of my other videos were not able to get imported on there for some reason. So the only way for me to get my files on there is by sending my files off my phone through an email and just do it like that. Despite that was tedious, I had to do that because it was the only option. So once I took in my laptop to Best Buy again, a couple months ago, I was told to buy the external hard drive, but because it costs money, I told Grant that she needs to pay for me. So there was only one type of quality I needed. I was recommended that I need to have 2 terabytes, but instead I ended up getting the best offer of 4 terabytes instead. So in that case, I now got plenty of space, but the one I had was pretty expensive. It was $100 something, but then they lowered the price to I don't remember, maybe $80, $70, I don't remember, but I noticed that the price was lowered for us just because the manager heard about our issues for the last few months. I was trying to fix my Sony Ficus Pro, and when he found out that we were struggling for a long time, and the fact that we had visited them more times than anyone else there, the manager decided to be very kind enough to actually lower the price for us, and the fact that it was the only copy there, he did us a good favor. So yeah, God bless his soul for doing that. So we got very lucky, and he was generous enough to do that for us. So you would think I'm all good to go, right? Well, unfortunately, that didn't turn out to be the case, apparently. So after all that, we thought we were all good to go, but I still have more issues, so nothing had worked out after all that. Yes, I have saved all my data, like my files, pictures, audios, documents, just downloads or everything I have onto my external hard drive, which is, by the way, it's called a WD Easy Store. So I have everything on there. I double checked to be sure when I decided to look it through my aunt's laptop, just to be sure I have everything on there. And of course, now that I mentioned about how I used my aunt's laptop at one point, you might be wondering how come I didn't use my laptop. Sorry, I have a bit of a sinus problem. Anyways, there was one other major issue I did encounter, and it kind of will answer your question about why I had to not use my laptop anymore, is because something has happened. Well, for 2 reasons. One, this happened maybe I say, maybe it was before Halloween, after Halloween, I don't remember when this was. But I think it was after Halloween, but all I know is that I accidentally spilled milk on my laptop, and I was embarrassed by this. I tried to save it, but I told Grandma about it, and it didn't work after that because it ended up being shot, we took it into Best Buy the next day. And that led to the second issue that we found out. So once once one of the employees there did an investigation on my laptop, he found out that there's a possible chance that there may have been a virus in it that caused all the damages, which makes sense because I keep getting all these little pop-ups every once in a while that says that they may have detected like a virus or two, but I of course ignore them because sometimes they usually tend to be scams, and I don't want to fall for it. Especially the fact that whenever I try to download some kind of antivirus software, they're usually not always legit. And the fact that it wasn't easy for me to like get my Sony Vegas Pro installed with the antivirus software, because it's always recommended that you need to like have to like just turn it off or uninstall it, because not only did one of the employees at Best Buy said this to me, but even YouTube tutorials will tell you this. And yeah, it has worked, but unfortunately, even so, I guess your laptop or computer will still be vulnerable to any kind of viruses or trojans or any kind of malfunctions of any sort. So I guess I should have took the warnings seriously because I didn't know they were legit or not. But because of the fact that I have uninstalled the McAfee antivirus software long ago, I didn't think I needed it, but I regretted it anyways. So it's a good thing I actually decided to like reuse the McAfee software on my new laptop, by the way. So luckily I found this new laptop, like, I think it was like earlier this month. And it turns out that I got very, very lucky that I found the best offer at my local Walmart store. I mean, we did visit a few stores after that, which was Best Buy, I think, and all that. Then we decided to go back to Walmart again. And we compared the prices that we wanted to have. So I found a laptop that I think will be good for me. For one thing, it's got one of my favorite colors on it, which is black and red. And also, the price got lowered from like around $300 to like, I think it was like, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like $270, I don't remember. But all I know is that because of the fact that this month was a Black Friday month, I got the best deal earlier before Black Friday, which I know was today, but although I don't get involved in it. But either way, I found this new laptop called the HP Scarlet Red laptop. And so my grandma paid for it for like $288 because it includes tax. So we got the best offer, which by the way, this here will be my old laptop. And this here is my new laptop. Oops, sorry. So yeah, I got the best deal. And here's my external hard drive. So yeah, I guess I could say that's a lot lighter than the other one. And I mean, it's a good offer so far. Everything looks pretty good for a while. But unfortunately, even after resetting everything with all my info and whatnot, unfortunately, things didn't change one bit. And the fact that even though I have all my information saved in the external hard drive, the next issue is that since the external hard drive is not able to like recover like apps or programs on computers, this would mean that I would have to like reinstall it with a new different type of software. So I had to do so. So that means that my grandma had to start all over again from square one when we had to try to re-upload the Sony Vegas Pro like we did months ago. And so I know it's going to be a pain in the ass, but at least we were experienced with how to open it up. So Grant had to find a new eBay owner to get ourselves another Sony Vegas Pro 16 for my new laptop, of course. And we found this guy who's going to contact us for like a few weeks, which was going fine for a while. But then he decided to give us advices about how the fact that it's better to just contact him through my laptop. So instead of like texting or emailing him through my grandma's phone, he recommended that I should contact him by first need to have my own Skype account and my TeamViewer account. Which, by the way, TeamViewer is a type of system or a program where a professional or anyone can just say hacked into your computer and they'll see everything what's on your computer, and then they'll take care of the rest on your computer for you. Like they say, they'll just go on and follow. So here's the thing: you don't have to literally like follow the instructions when someone's giving you the orders. So it'll be like if someone was there with you. But the thing is, so this person will be in control of your computer laptop without you having to do anything. And you can only communicate through this little chat box to see how you are going so well. So yeah, that would mean that I don't have to follow the instructions. The person on the other side will see what's on my computer and he will fix all the problems for me. Although he is amazed that I did end up trusting him because he explained that usually with most American consumers, that kind of software is usually sketchy and some people don't seem to trust it because criminals could hack into this kind of stuff. But at least he was legit because I got his information. And the thing is, after I figured out where he's from, I found out that he is from Morocco, as in North Africa. He does speak some English, although his English is a little sketchy just because he is somewhat Arabic. I can tell from his accent because he sent me a voice recording at one point. But I did saw his picture though. I can't really remember his name that much because it's hard to kind of pronounce. But it doesn't really matter either way. He was just only doing his job to help me to get my Sony Pro installed, which he successfully did, and he's been quite helpful. Although he does have a tight schedule because he's only available. I mean, he doesn't really have to worry about his job on Sundays or Mondays, but on other days he does. So he'll work for like 10 hours in the morning till the afternoon. And the fact that my time zone is like 7 hours away from his. So as you could tell, as you should know, if you're in Africa, his time zone would be 7 hours ahead of time, and I'm like way behind him. So yeah, sometimes it's a little challenging to communicate with the guy because he is from the other side of the globe, and our hours are different. So sometimes our schedules would be a little different from each other, and I don't even know whether he's having bedtime or maybe he's busy with other things. It's always hard to tell, but regardless though, we learned to manage to figure that out somehow. And despite the fact that he was able to install the Sony Pro onto my laptop, we still encountered more issues the next day to another day. And it's like nothing seems to get old whatsoever with all these inconveniences. And so it went from like stuff like, say, like, I don't know, like the fact that I had a lot of missing files, so I had to try like figure out how to like relocate them somehow and open them back up one at a time, which took me some hours to do so. And then, of course, there were some medias that were missing, so I had to actually re-upload some new medias on there. And, of course, the thing is, even after all of that, I still encountered the most recent flaw. And that flaw, of course, is that I'm not able to upload any of my audio recordings. And it turns out that I needed a QuickTime 7 to do so. But, unfortunately, once I decided to go onto their website through a link, and when they explained that their QuickTime versions will no longer work for any of the Windows versions or whatever, it just means that I wasn't in any good luck, I guess. Because I didn't know that it's been a few years since Apple no longer supports Windows with their QuickTime players or whatever. So I was basically annoyed by this, and I'm just saying to myself, well, I don't know why it's contradicting itself in some way, because, I mean, if I'm required to have a QuickTime player, then how the hell am I supposed to download it? And I was being told it doesn't support it no more. So I decided to take my chance and download it anyways, and once I installed my QuickTime 7 player, nothing has worked whatsoever. And then I uninstalled it, and then I asked the guy through the Skype about my situation, and he just told me, why do you just like try different media players, which I did so. And when I have done that, the thing is, I tried everything from the Windows media player to the VLC media player, and no matter what I've done, they just never seem to work. So I've been trying really, really hard to try different other alternatives or other options. But it's like no matter what I do, I keep failing every time. And the guy did say that he got to a point... Sorry, I'm a little tired. So anyways, it got to a point where the dude on the side, on my Skype, was telling me that he tried all he could do to help me out, But even with his expertise, he has never dealt with this issue before. In fact, he said he has never seen anything like this with any of his other customers, so I'm pretty much a first for him. So in this case, I'm a rare case. I'm a rare case to him, apparently, and that should not happen. So anyways, it got to a point where he said he cannot help me no more because he doesn't know what to say because he had never encountered this issue before. So we tried to negotiate somehow and try to figure this out. I'll ask him some questions. And of course, after all that, I wasn't really sure what to think of it because I feel like this guy really doesn't have any more options in this case. I was starting to get really annoyed because, I mean, it's like, why would you buy a product from someone and you would think they will have all the answers with all the issues, but apparently they don't. So yeah, not only that, but there was a point where even he will kind of rush me a bit, and it kind of annoys me once in a while because I know he's just trying his best to help me. But there are times where he's just a little pushy and he acts like he's a little agitated with my situation, even though it's actually my problem, not his. So I try to be as polite as possible and not trying to go into any arguments. Because I know that he's just as confused as I am, and we're trying not to go into arguments of any sort. Just because we're having issues with all this. Or if there's some miscommunication with what we're dealing with here. But but the thing is, despite all the inconveniences, we still somewhat work together somehow without any conflicts along the ways. And the thing is, he did kind of told me that I was making life hard. He said that in one of my comments the other day on Thanksgiving. Of course, I was a little offended by this, and he thinks I was being difficult, but I correct him and saying that I was not being difficult, although I thought his response was a little rude and unprofessional for him to say that. Although he did apologize, and he said that he didn't mean it to come off like that. So I assume there was some sort of miscommunication, and of course, I did accept his apologies, so it's all cleared out. Well, yeah, so we did try to figure some things out for a while. But regardless, though, we're still having no luck. And now I'm being told from today that even though I asked him, can you please help me with my problem? Because I feel like maybe he should just look at my screenshots I took for him as proof. Or perhaps maybe we should just do the team viewer again and see if we can see the problem and see if we can figure it out. Because I'll tell you this, if he doesn't figure it out soon, then I will either have to call my cousin from Iowa who knows a lot about computers and ask her these questions if she has any answers or not. Or do I have to go back with the Geese Class again and see if they have an answer? Because I'm just really am getting impatient to the point where I just can't deal with it anymore. I mean, I've tried being, I try to stay calm. I try to have more patience, but I guess I'm running out of it by this point. Because I should have been done maybe like a month ago. Because I'll tell you this, I took like over 40 minutes of footage on my movie review. And I should have been done by now. But I never knew with all these technical difficulties, I would have all these issues going on. And I feel so stupid to make a promise. Because, I mean, I did guarantee that I was going to get it finished. But you know what? It's not my fault that all the videos, started not working very well. And I'm sorry that my laptop was being butthurt and being stubborn to me. Because I can tell you this much. I was getting fed up with my laptop anyways. I want to buy a new one because I'm just fed up with the old one. So either way, I did want to get everything done and soon, because seriously, you have no idea how badly I want to get my video uploaded for so long. And I never thought I would ever be so disappointed in the fact that this would take so long because of all these numerous delays I couldn't even control. So yeah, basically I just want to say this quickly that I wanted to apologize for making a false promise. I know I said I shouldn't do it. I thought I was gonna do it because I was overly confident about it. Because I was getting close to getting finished. But because of all the issues with my laptop has been dealing with, I could not help that. I never knew I had a virus in the first place. But now there was some new issues, and I hope this guy helps me tomorrow, because if he doesn't, then I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after all this. So yeah, he told me I should contact him tomorrow, which I'm gonna do so. Because at this point, I just don't give a shit about anything anymore, about when I should get my video uploaded, because I've tried everything, and I'm just I'm just so tired. I'm just feel like I just need to move on, and I'm just like, basically what I'm saying is I'm just fed up. Like, I don't even have the words to describe how stressed out I was for the last few months. It has not been easy to record and edit everything. I mean, I have fun recording, but when it comes to sorry, I mean I have fun with the editing, not the recording. The recording was really challenging, but either way, it's not the best. But I've tried everything. But I guess what I'm saying is, I don't know why I feel like the universe hates me for some reason, because I don't know why I have to continue with more of all these technical issues lately. Because I'm just, I don't know. I feel like it's taking forever, and I feel like I'm literally just fighting a losing battle because, like I said, I'm not an expert with any of this. And I kind of wish I could get this done sooner, but I guess I can't think about what should have been done in the past because what's done is done. Again, I guess what I'm gonna say here is I cannot guarantee you when I'm gonna get my video uploaded. I did wanted to do this today, but I guess it's too late now because I still never got my answers, and the guy is being a little incompetent lately. Oh, I forgot to mention that the guy I've been contacted with for over a week now, he did, at least luckily, he was kind enough to subscribe to my channel, by the way, since I told him about what I'm doing for a living, because I told him why I needed my Vegas Pro in the first place, since it's for my job. So yeah, either way, I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. My body is not in control. So anyways, I better wrap up because I feel like it's taking a little longer. I try to summarize as much as I can, but there's just too much shit going on, and I can't even describe to you how much I've been through. Because, seriously, the obstacles are just beyond my comprehension. I never thought I could bargain more than I can chew by this point. So, I guess all I can say is I apologize for what I said about how I'm going to upload my video within a week. I guess I made such a bold claim. I guess I never think this through because I was so stupid and irresponsible to make such a claim like that. I promise I will never do anything like that ever again. But all I know is that what's done is done, and I'm going to have to just wait and see what the answers are. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say in this case with my movie review situation. I mean, oh wait, actually I will tell you one thing though. The fact that I've only took like over 40 minutes of my editing, that's only like the first half of the introduction of the history of the movie I'm reviewing. I have actually yet to tackle into the actual movie review. So I have a good feeling that this review of mine will take like more than an hour. So if I'm correct, I think I may have invented the world's longest movie review. Because I don't think there's anyone out there that's ever made a movie review that has ever lasted more than an hour. Unless it was a commentary, but this does not seem to be the case at all. But yeah, so I hope after all this, I hope I can earn all my views and all my subscribers, earn all of my money after all this, because I didn't work my ass off for nothing. Because I really just, I mean, seriously, I would really appreciate if you just subscribe to my channel and seriously enjoy the movie review that I would eventually upload, and help you appreciate all the hard work I had to put up with and work my ass off on this, because I didn't spend all that suffering for nothing just so I can make everyone happy and satisfied with the opinions I'm going to share on the Emoji Movie. So, I mean, honestly, I feel like for a while, every time I start working on a movie review on the Emoji Movie laptop, sometimes I begin getting the feeling that, I don't know, it's like whenever you start focusing on just the Emoji Movie as a whole or as a subject, it's like it brings some sort of a taboo or a curse. I mean, think about it. If you start editing on a movie review about the Emoji Movie, imagine if it had glitches in that movie and then it starts causing issues, even just with the mere mention of the very movie's existence on the internet. I mean, I could imagine that maybe my computer is suffering because it hated the existence of the movie itself. So I could imagine that the movie is just bad luck itself. If it is, then I would think it would be more convincing if you think about it. Unless it's a coincidence. I'm not sure. But either way, I guess that's all I gotta say about the movie review situation. Again, I wish I got this done sooner, but I can't do nothing about it. And it looks like I took about 30 minutes of recording this, so I guess I better wrap up right now. So now that I explained my situation, without going into too much of the specifics, although I mentioned a few, just so you could get the context of what I had to deal with for a while. So yeah, the only reason why I want to get this uploaded pretty soon is because I have a lot of stuff I need to do for next month in December. Not only do I have to complete my final presentation for my class, but I also need to like prepare for my golden birthday party for this year because my golden birthday is December 26th, so I'm gonna be turning 26 this year. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a Japanese theme for my birthday, but since my birthday is the day after Christmas, we're gonna have to do my birthday belatedly. Maybe in the, I don't know, let's say maybe the first week of January, perhaps. So I'm not sure. I might do some Japanese decorations around the house, or maybe some artistic decorations because I am an artist, by the way. But on my actual birthday, though, I might go to some Japanese restaurant and just celebrate it that way. I'm not really sure. I'm still thinking this through. But either way, the thing is, so yeah, I have a lot of birthdays next month, including mine. I have other plans I need to prepare for because I'm gonna tell you this: once I'm done uploading my movie review, I want to take a whole entire month of taking a break from doing any more movie reviews. Not because I've been stressed out with a lot of things, but because I feel like it was hard for me to do all the recordings and the fact that I need to figure out and plan out my next script. But this time it'll be a lot shorter than usual. But I feel like I need to get some professional advices from someone who knows more about movie reviews than I do. And so far, even though despite the fact that months ago I tried to contact a bunch of YouTubers about this question, none of them could never contact me or they never replied back to me, whether it's an email or through social media or through their messenger or whatever. So either way, the only way, I guess there's only one person I could think of who might be available, who is capable of, like communicating with his fans on a daily basis through social media, and who knows more about not just on movie reviews but animation. And I know that he does live in his home and he does work in an office with his laptop all the time. And the fact that I think he's a little older than me, but I know he has been, like, he's been a college student for a while, and I think he can understand that he has to multitask and balance all of his own schedules. That guy would be Animat, by the way, so I'm gonna probably ask him online and see if he has any answers for me. So, I mean, although he is a little controversial, I have some different opinions about him, though. But regardless, I still enjoy his contents once in a while. And once I ask him my questions about what should I do when it comes to editing or recording and all that kind of stuff, and what my standards and priorities should be when you are a movie reviewer. So once I get an answer from him next month, I hope it all works out. But, because honestly, I feel like I'm at my end's wits here. Because I don't have any more options. Sorry, I have no more options by this point. I mean, seriously, I feel like I just want to give up. And I feel like I'm just, like, you know what I mean? I'm at a point where I'm just really cannot hold on to my patience any longer. I'm just like, I just want to move on. I just want to like start doing new projects. I really want to enjoy myself. But I've been, like, I don't know, you could say I've been stressed out and like slightly miserable for a while. But I do try to get my mind off of things and try to enjoy other things. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I hate delaying and always waste my time on not getting any work done. But I guess that's just how reality works, when things just don't go your way, I guess. So, anyways, now that I got that out of the way, there was one thing, well, actually I have a couple things I do want to bring up. First off, if any of you remember in my last vlog, sorry, I don't mean to gibber so much, I'm just trying to think here because I'm so tired. So in my previous vlog, I did mention that I did want to get this book I wanted either for Christmas or for my birthday. But since I kind of got the name of the book incorrect, So, like in my previous video, I did mention that one of my personal animation heroes was Richard Williams, who, by the way, for those to remind any of you, is that he is the creator. Sorry, I mean he's the animation director of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he is also one who created The Thief and the Copper, which was a decades-long film that never got completed. It was supposed to be one of the greatest films never made, is what they called it. But anyway, since he passed away, I want to honor him in some way by buying what they considered to be the animator's Bible, something that he wrote years ago, and it's called the Animator's Survival Kit. But I'm gonna get the expanded edition, since I like to get anything that is revised or updated. So I might get that either for Christmas or for my birthday, since I could keep it for myself, so I can learn how to do animation someday. So yeah, I just want to get that little nitpick out of the way. And finally, before I wrap up on my video, the last I just want to say is, so I decided that I'm gonna bring up this subject maybe in my next, like in one of my next videos, maybe let's say like maybe after my emoji review is done, because I do have an opinion about a recent controversy that's been going on lately. If you are an animator, of course, and I feel like I should bring up my opinions on this another time because it's gonna be a lot to talk about. But the next time, one of my next videos after my movie review on the Emoji Movie, I'll be discussing about my personal opinions on the whole VivziePop controversy. And for those who don't know, VivziePop is one of those online independent animators who does like Flash or traditional animation on the internet, or what we call web animation. She's been doing it throughout this whole decade, and I know that she has been in college. I believe she's been participating in the School of Visual Arts in New York. I believe she is now living in LA. Oh, and fun fact, my sister Darian, she is also now living in LA, by the way. I guess she's just trying to discover herself or try to figure out her own life choices, I guess. But so yeah, either way, they are both living in LA now. And so about Fizzy, she has been well known for drawing these, these smooth but edgy character designs that I think are really unique. She's known for making these furry-like creatures a lot in a lot of her drawings, because that's kind of the theme she does with a lot of her art styles. But so I've been kind of a fan of her for a while, although I haven't really paid attention too much to her, just because she's been in a bit of a hiatus with one of her webcomics that has never been updated since 2016, and I think she's been doing this webcomic since 2012. And that would be her popular webcomic series, what's it called? Oh yeah, Zootopia. Sorry, I almost say Zootopia for a moment there. So yeah, her webcomic was called Zootopia, and she's been doing it for some years now. She stopped doing it for a while, and she focused on other projects. Oh, and forgot to mention that she is the one who did upload that once popular furry music video called Dion, which is sung by Kasha, by the way. And it featured this anthropomorphic wolf female, which I believe her name is JJ. And I know that had millions of views years ago, and I did enjoy it very fairly back then. So yeah, if anyone who doesn't know, she's the one who created that video, by the way. So yeah, that's basically her background, and right now she recently created this new web series. This new web show, or this anime show that she called, I hope I got this pronounced correctly, Hazbin Hotel, I think that's what you pronounce it as. So she's been working on this animated series for like a year now, from what I recall. But so far she only uploaded just the pilot since at the end of October. But the thing is, ever since she uploaded this pilot to this new show she uploaded, it caused a lot of controversy. Only not because of the fact that, for one thing, she's been a controversial figure, from what I've heard, because I didn't know about this. So a lot of people have accused her of being, say, like homophobic or racist or whatever, because of some mistakes that she had made in the past or whatever. Again, I'm pretty much way behind on the current trends of controversy, because I don't really get involved in this kind of stuff. But because I did like Fizzy and her art styles for a while, I didn't know that she was involved in controversy, and I feel like I should have a say in this because I really felt bad for her in this case and all the false accusations she had to put up with for a while. Again, I'm still doing my own research, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that she's put up with a lot of this crap lately about her accusations about her background. Although she did apologize and clear things out that none of those rumors were true about her. And the fact that I guess you could say that the reviews for her pilot show was pretty mixed. Some liked it, some didn't like it. But for me, there's some things I did like about it and some things I didn't like about it. My opinions are pretty mixed, but I do think that her show was pretty good in some way, but I guess it's just not really my type of show I would probably watch. I mean, I might give it a chance, because, you know, most pilots are not always that perfect. I mean, nothing's really perfect in this world, honestly, now you think about it, but either way, the thing is, not only is the fact that that this pilot she made serves some issues because people are taking things out of context, because the show is all about people living in hell, and some people think that the characters are unlikable, or just rude or racist or whatever. But I guess some people are just missing the point that that this show focuses on very sinful, negative people because what? The show is all about hell, so do you expect people to be nice in hell? Well, no. So I guess that's kind of what it is. That's like being mad about a movie that talks about the devil. Let's say like Little Nicky, for example. Because here's the thing. Not every characters have to be likable, especially when you have like anti-heroes or whatever. But anyways, the other big controversy about her is the fact that there's this guy named PKrussl, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is a guy who caused a lot of the big stern and made the whole situation a whole lot worse for her when he did a very poorly made review on her pilot show by being really douchey about it and said some things that wasn't very, you could say, critical of him. I mean, I get he's doing a review, which is fine, it's his right to do so, but the way he reviewed it was pretty poor. It wasn't very constructive, very fairly, in my opinion, which I'll get into in my next, once I talk about this in my next fail. So anyways, not going into too much details right now. I guess I'm just trying to inform some of you about what this controversy is about, but I'll go into more details about it the next time because there's a lot to talk about and what my opinions are about the haters, or what you say, the toxic people of both the fandoms are, and what they say and what I think about them. Because, oh my god, is it cancerous. Seriously, I can't tell you how fucking stupid the situation is and how unbelievably toxic this whole situation became, because seriously, the whole thing was just really out of hand in my opinion. And I mean, it's not the first time I've dealt with controversies like these for years on YouTube, but my god, is it just really sad and pathetic. And I cannot wait to get into this. But right now, I really want to relax because today it's been a little stressful for me because my grandma was having a bad day because she found out that the new snow blower didn't work for us, so the snow was all in our driveway, right? So she couldn't be able to get the snow blower working. Then we had to go to my doctor's appointment to check out if I have ear infection or not, because my ear was clogged up with wax. The doctor had to clean it out. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that my grandma was so stressed out that my doctor just told her to relax at one point. Even I noticed it. And then after that, we ended up going to Walmart. My phone died, of course, and then I had to buy some stuff. But because since today was a Black Friday, the whole place at Walmart was totally packed, and people are just getting out of the way to bump into us or whatever. Then there was a bunch of people who were there. I mean, even though it wasn't all that crazy, but there were a lot of kids who were just yelling, screaming, just getting stuff they wanted, which was a little chaotic, I guess. And some people there were maybe a little salty, and one of the cashiers was kind of rude and a little antisocial, I guess. Grant was rushing me the whole entire time. I was trying to be relaxed the whole time. I hope I could get the place and get out there because, you see, Grant doesn't like the Walmart we go to because it's kind of ghetto-ish there. And the fact that we smell weed there, she doesn't even like the place. So we want to get out there pretty quick as possible to get our stuff done. Just head back home. And when we finally did came back home, For some reason, somebody already cleaned up the driveway for us. We don't know if my aunt did that for us or not, but we're just amazed that somebody did it for us. Oh, and by the way, my grandma did find out that there was a missing piece of device for the snowblower that then got attached to it, and she didn't know that that was one of the issues of why it didn't work. And she felt stupid about it. But at least we already found out what the issue is. But, anyways, not to talk too much about my day, because I kind of wish today was a little better. Oh, and by the way, I was a little stressed out because, like I said, I'm still waiting for this guy's answer to reply back to me, if we could get this problem solved or not, because I'm sick and tired of waiting, and I don't want to continue with this shit anymore. Because, again, if I say it for a third time, I want to move on, and I really just want to get my movie review out there, because I am sick and tired of waiting. I just want to express my opinion. I'm really excited to get my views out there, and I hope people really enjoyed what I have to give them in store for anyone to check it out. Because seriously, I have other crap I need to do right now, and I'm sick and tired of this crap. So, anyways, without further ado, like I said, I'll talk more about VivziePop and PKrussl in my next video. Sorry, my brain is so swirling a lot because I'm having a hard time thinking right now. I'm just tired. I'm a little grouchy still. I'm not really thinking straight. I'm just really bored in this house because I got absolutely nothing better to do besides work on my presentation. But that's kind of boring too. So what am I supposed to do anyways? So yeah, either way, I hope the next month will be a little more exciting. I mean, I will say that Thanksgiving was nice. I did spend time with my family. We chatted for a little bit. Despite I've been working my laptop for the most part. But whatever. It's just what it is. So yeah, I wish my 10th anniversary was a little better. But you know what? I guess it's just a date, right? I mean, you don't have to do anything on your 10th anniversary to celebrate in some way. I mean, I guess the only thing that really matters, I guess, is the fact that I get to upload this video and I get to talk about my opinions and express myself of what I had to go through. Because honestly, I'm not perfect. I guess when it comes to anniversaries, nothing has to be perfect, I guess. I mean, I could have just been on Facebook and tell everyone that it was my 10th anniversary, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Anyways. I mean, whatever. I mean, when you think about 10 years, it's kind of been a long time. You would think that you want to do something special about it. But I guess it doesn't really matter when you think about it. Because, I mean, it's just a date. Because, you know what I mean? I mean, the date is nothing but a number. And numbers are completely non-existent when it comes to specific dates or times or whatever. I don't know. But you get my point. I guess it shouldn't really matter if I do something special on my 10th anniversary or not. Okay, I think I better wrap up now because I feel like I'm just being repetitive now. I'm just kind of being a dead horse. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just haven't got enough sleep lately, and I'm trying to recover from the holidays. And, I mean, I will tell you, I've been up very late at night trying to contact this guy for more than a week because I would stay up late at night to the point where I have insomnia. So yeah, I've been gone a little crazy lately, and I guess I'm worried about my health. Because I'll tell you this much, it got to a point where months ago, my grandma convinced me to take a whole week or two of take a break and stop working on my laptop. I mean, I did reject her from forcing me to do so, but I guess I didn't want to argue with her, so I had to do what she told me to do. And I guess it's nice to take a break because I got to a point where my health was at risk. Because I ended up becoming a workaholic. Because seriously, you have no idea how long it took me to work my ass off to make this happen. I did not took any breaks, despite, even though I will eat once in a while or do chores. But for the most part, I never stopped working on my movie review and editing on my Sony Focus Pro for the last couple of months. So yeah, let's just hope I get all this finished, because I'll tell you this much. When I do finally get all my stuff on there, and if my Sony Focus Pro starts working again, I will tell you this. It'll take me like a day or two, it'll take me like 2 or 3 days to get my movie review completed. And once it's completed, I might probably get uploaded either, let's say, maybe tomorrow, if I get all wrapped up, or maybe I'll have to wait for next week. So just try to expect to wait for next week and see if I get my fail uploaded or not. Again, I guess I want to get my fail uploaded this month, but I guess I can't make promises of that either, because I'm not in control of people being completely fucking incompetent to those who are supposed to help me, but they don't even have the answers to my fucking shit when it comes to my laptop. Again, I think I better be done now because I don't want to be more annoyed than I should be. Again, it's no one's fault. I guess it's just that it's just what it is, and nobody's in control when it comes to issues. I know other people had it worse than me, but still, it's just so fucking ridiculous. I had to put up with this kind of shit for this long. Anyways, just pray for me, and like I said before in all my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please don't unsubscribe me, because I would really appreciate if you still stick with me for a while. Because seriously, I guarantee that I will still get my video uploaded. I cannot make a promise about when it's going to be uploaded, because I don't know what more shit I have to put up with my computer, because I feel like every day it's always something new, if you think about it. Because seriously, I don't know if I'm going to have another, I don't know, next thing I know my computer's going to fucking crash or something. I don't even know. I mean, sure, I can't have negative thoughts about it. Okay, so, you know, maybe I should try to think more positive and see maybe it'll make any difference. I don't know if having more patience will make any difference, because I'm sick and tired of making excuses and not getting shit done. But I guess, like what most people say, I guess just be patient, I guess. So anyways, I'm sorry. This has been a very miserable day for me, but I hope at least all of you had a good time with your family on Thanksgiving, I guess. But for me, I guess it was fine. But anyways, I better stop recording right now. Like I said, please support me. And if everyone has any ideas or any thoughts to share to me, I mean, I would really appreciate if you share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And just at least let me know that you're there and you care about what I have to say. I mean, I know I will see the views on my videos, but still, it'll be nice at least one or two people at least give me a comment to actually give me a wish or give me some good luck or whatever, to know that I'm gonna do just fine, and at least others care about what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the bed. I still had to eat my leftovers from yesterday for Thanksgiving, and I'm just gonna be done for now. Anyways, take care and God bless. Peace.